Yo, what's poppin'? It's the New Era Mobcast. I'm QD.
I'm Nick Bean.
And we here to bring you the real. And we're gonna switch it up a little bit today, as a matter of fact. Today we're gonna get into some questions about like some real life experience type shit, like bucket list type shit and places you would like to go and things like that. So first we're gonna get into this bucket list. So I wanna ask you, I heard you got a bucket list, so
I do, definitely.
Okay, so I want to know what is on your bucket list, and what is like, all right, what is the top, like the things you must do? Like, is there a section in there that's like, I have to do this?
I really personally, I only got. Now that I really think about it, I know I got one thing for sure on my bucket list, and that's to go to every NBA stadium, like every NBA court ever.
How many have you been to so far?
Literally two.
Two.
Portland and fucking
and the Warriors.
The Warriors. That's literally it so far. Okay. So this year, Kings. Who else am I going to? I'm gonna knock out the Lakers too. Lakers and the Clippers, most likely this year.
Okay.
Most likely this year.
It's the same stadium, isn't it?
Yeah. So 2 at once. I want to go to a Lakers and Clippers game so I can knock out 2 for 1.
Right.
2 for 1.
Oh, okay. So
that don't work.
Experience every team.
How? They have the same stadium. So I gotta go one each.
Yeah, because one's a home court and one's an away court. You gotta go to one each.
He's trying to ruin my bucket list.
Technically, he's right though. I mean, you got it. All right, you got that. All right, now what else is on that bucket list?
No, that's true. Sorry, that doesn't count because that was always my plan. That was always my plan to go to the Lakers, Clippers, knock out one. But then I actually say that though.
Kind of think about it, right?
Yeah, because the home court, it wouldn't be the same. Like I'm gonna have either a yellow one or a red one.
The fans ain't gonna
be the same.
Like, yeah. So yeah, it'd be.
But if it's Lakers, who knows? Who knows? Fuck it. We'll go to both regardless this year.
Yeah.
Do I have anything else on the bucket list? There's not much I want to do. It's not much. Yeah. Now as far as traveling, I don't like planes. So if I can't really drive, it's kind of tough.
You're restricted.
It's kind of tough for me.
Yeah. The flights get ridiculous. Like they're just mad uncomfortable, and they can get long, real fucking long. That shit don't seem fun at all.
Real quick.
I ain't the tallest guy, but I'm pretty big. It's not that spacious. Like I can imagine.
Yeah.
With you, that shit ain't cool.
Tucked in, sweating the storm.
Not cool.
People you don't know. You can't even sit next to your peoples in the planes no more ever since 9/11.
That's what fucked it all the way up.
Yeah, you can't sit next to your peoples.
And yeah, that killed a lot of shit. Cause you just all the way uncomfortable. You just not comfortable.
Exactly. You sit next to a stranger, right. Like planes, all like, what do? Who do I talk to now?
And motherfuckers being weird shit on planes.
But you said, actually, did you hear about a couple of days ago? Maybe a week or two ago, but somebody tried to open up the plane door. And it was literally on Michael Rappaport and Baron Davis's plane. Like that dude tried to open up the door. Yes, like tried to open up the door to the plane in the air, kill everybody.
Yeah, this thing tripping.
And then Baron Davis and Michael Rappaport stopped him.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "What are you doing? What's talking about? What's going on, G?
Here, man? What you going through?"
Hey. That's crazy. That's why I don't like planes, bro. We're too high up, and then I
feel like people freak out up there.
He was trying to complete his bucket list of skydiving.
Boy,
and riding the plane at the same time. I feel like people really freak out in the sky, and I feel like if one thing was to go wrong, like I feel like some catastrophic shit can go down because one person panicking can spark.
Everybody panicking. No, literally. Somebody says, "Oh my god!" Like
that's what it takes.
The whole plane.
And the whole motherfuckers asleep gonna jump up. They don't know what's going on. So this automatic panic mode. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so funniest thing about you saying that, there is a law. You can pull the fire alarm. You will not get in trouble for pulling the fire alarm because you're letting people know that there is a fire. But by law, if you yell fire, 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 and somebody gets hurt, you have caused the riot. You are the person that started a riot.
Yeah, that kind of
got
makes
that
sense,
person
though.
hurt.
It just makes sense.
What's gonna form from that is a fucking stampede. Like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers trying to leave.
Yeah, so
somebody bound to get hurt.
when you think about it, they taught us in school, you know, to calmly walk to a certain designated area when the fire is started.
Yeah.
But as you're out in the streets, you've learned panic when panic. You know, panic when panic.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is, I guess, scientifically proven, you know, when there is panic, especially in a tight space like that,
Exactly.
it's gonna be chaotic.
Very stressful. Like you said, the motherfuckers uncomfortable. Like, it's a lot of factors that go into that. That can spark
Where's my son? Where's my daughter?
You're not sitting by your exactly. You're not sitting by your people. So yeah, bro, it's all types of just emotional shit that kick in like when that shit happens. So it's just knowing that makes it not a cool experience. But
South America, somewhere in South America, is the thick thotties down there. OM Jizzle.
So wait,
like, I definitely gotta see
the
that.
bucket list?
From right now, for me at whatever age I am, 28, I think, I believe. Like,
we don't
every NBA team
in thotties ages out here.
Thotties in South America.
I'm with it. Do you have a bucket list?
Young Victor.
I got, right now, I got a couple of things. The bucket list, one of the things, like, I think one of the major things I want to do is partly overcome my fears. And I want to get into a submarine. And I want to go like a mile or two down into the ocean.
That's lit.
And see, like, some shit.
I never even thought of that, like doing Face My Fears, like on some bucket list shit. That's lit.
But I just think, like, it'll get rid of two things, or not two things, but I can accomplish two things at once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can say I faced one of my fears, you know, and then I can possibly see some really fire ass stuff.
Yeah.
You know. Another thing that I want to do is I want to spend like a month or two helping. Maybe not like money wise or whatnot, but maybe go to a different country and help. You know,
yeah. That's lit.
I feel that.
What country do you know? Is it motherland? You gotta go back to
one of the most fucked up countries that I can be safe in.
Go to the motherland.
Nah, for sure. And that was also on my travel list. You know, travel bucket list. I gotta get home. You know.
That's like.
I still remember the conversation. You remember OG pulled us aside?
Yeah. I actually talk to him every, almost every 2 weeks.
Word?
Yeah, me and him, we still cool.
I still remember that conversation, man. That shit was real, man. Like, ever since he said that, because
I mean, shoot. It all makes sense, you know. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. You know?
It's like, man. I seen a panel. It was Nas, and it was a few other like artists up there, and he was talking about going back to Africa, and he was like, man, that shit that they told y'all is like a lie. He's like, bro, it's not real. He's like, bro, if you go there, they gonna welcome you with open arms. Like, he was like, bro, I thought the same shit. He's like, I thought there was gonna be places I couldn't go. Yeah. And of course, it's gonna be fucked up places. That's everywhere.
You're black, though. You look the same.
You look the same.
As long as
you know what's the coldest game?
Blend in.
Exactly.
Here goes the coldest game. What they said. Damn, I forgot. But it's pretty much like. Alright, so after Marcus Garvey said, you know, let's go home, they got rid of Marcus Garvey, you know? Mm-hmm. Or Marcus Garvey died, however you want to put it, they got rid of Marcus Garvey.
I don't want to sound ignorant. Marcus Garvey, I don't want to say that's a nigga that made the peanuts.
Nah.
No. Marcus was like, I guess you could say Malcolm X before Malcolm X.
Before Malcolm X.
Because I've heard that name before, but
he was like,
what's the nigga that made the peanuts?
And shit? Yeah.
He was like early on.
Who's the peanut dude?
I can't remember his name.
Because this name sounds kind of familiar.
I want to say it does.
Right.
Marcus Garvey said, "Let's go home." You know, that's ours. That's not ours. We doing too much over here. So you know, Marcus Garvey ended up passing, and then the narrative changed to they don't like you.
Yeah.
They don't want you.
Right. Because this whole Pan-African, the whole thing was unite. This is our people over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you know, yeah. Back Africa, going to Africa is definitely a bucket travel list thing. I think.
And South America.
I'm going to
period.
Nigeria.
Like
South Nigeria.
One of my last things on my bucket list. This is gonna sound crazy, but to have 2 baby mamas.
I don't see nothing wrong with the concubine life, bro. I don't.
What's that? What's the concubine?
How we used to live.
Free
What
will.
does that mean?
The concubine is where you have multiple wives.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know. Like I can have multiple wives, you know.
I ain't necessarily saying wives, but in the sense of baby.
Nah,
mamas,
yeah.
it's kinda translated to the
Same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing. You know.
Yeah.
I want to get married once, but have children by 2 different women. I don't know what it is, but it's just always been
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
something of mine. You know?
Genghis Khan impregnated how many women? I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with that?
Now, what's
gonna
on
take care
your
of 'em.
bucket?
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's my job.
Yeah.
I don't want to not take care
All
of my
the
kids.
niggas was taking care of everybody. It was hitting some ladies and letting them slide. Like, it was taking care of every baby.
Papa was a rolling
I'm just
stone.
letting you
Well, we talk about community building, so we gonna put that out there.
Yeah, period, point
We
talking
talking
blank.
about
Just say
family and community building. Is what
Period,
we talking
point
about.
blank.
Yeah.
All right, so my bucket list. I've never really put much thought into it because I'm kind of weird. I don't really like death. I don't know. Death is not a fearful thing for me, so I don't really look at it like that. I do what.
I'm about to say, just because it's not a fearful thing, that doesn't mean you can't, like, plan what you want to do before you stop personally, like, before your soul stops acting, so it's not activated no more or whatever.
I didn't say it didn't. I'm just saying I never really put much thought
into death, like, oh, I'm
like,
gonna die soon,
you know what I'm
type
saying?
shit,
Like, I don't like putting that shit on my head.
that's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
Like,
a fact. That's tight.
I mean, yeah, I think it's very good to have a bucket list, but going into it, I do have things I want to do. First and foremost, I want to score a major motion picture film, or I just want to score films. I'm really into that shit. Like,
What do you mean by score? Like you be in it, or you like rate it?
Scoring is when, all right, so like the dramatic scenes, and then the music comes on in the background. The person who does that.
So you want to produce like the
soundtrack, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
even the actual soundtrack. Like, I love to get into doing that shit, but like scoring the actual films, picking like the music that goes.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit.
Like,
that's lit.
Bruh.
Give people the vibe.
yeah, and like that was always some shit that I paid attention to. Like when I was younger, I was like, man, like that music, like they put on certain scenes to enhance and like make it more intense and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'd always noticed that since I was a kid. And in 2010, that movie, The Great Gatsby, with Leonardo
I know what
DiCaprio,
you're talking about. I never watched
Jay-Z did the score for the movie on there. And I thought that was like the dopest shit ever. Like, that shit was so dope. So ever since then, I was like, bro, like, niggas could do that shit. Like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, I always like that. I want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
Man.
You have an idea of what kind of film you want to go into? Like Marvel, like a serious role, like a comedy, like.
I feel like, because I also want to do directing, that's another thing on the bucket list. I want to like actually start directing like short films and like graduate into movies.
Me too.
I feel like I'm more of an action thriller and more of a suspense.
So like a Mission Impossible type, more or less. You want to score like that type of movie?
Shit like that.
Okay.
And I feel like I do comedy too. Like
That'd be lit. Like an undercover brother type, like a comedy action. Like that'd be lit.
Yeah.
That'd be lit too.
Like I want, shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, really, and even just like art pieces, like shit about like social issues, shit about shit, like, you know, people going through shit, like, you know what I'm saying, life pieces. Like, I want to do all that shit. Like, I just film. I like film. You know, do music. I like film. Like, that shit is just dope to me.
Hand in hand.
Definitely. So that's 2. Do the same shit, and I would say the other is really just leading into the next segment. I just want to travel,
see some shit. Is it stay in the 50 states? You want to see all 50 states, or do you want to?
I want to see all 50 states. I want to see everything. I want to see
everything. Literally everything.
I want to see everything that I can't see. I ain't gonna be going to uncharted islands and running into King Kongs and shit. Nah, I'm cool, bro. Like, I don't, nah.
For what's known to man already.
Yeah,
like
whatever. Yeah, if I can get through there, I can survive.
You
know what I'm saying?
Not too many forests and jungle.
Hey.
No
another bucket list. Martial arts. I'm really into martial arts. I want to learn. I want to learn how to use a sword. I want to learn
the proper way.
Bro, I want to learn like all those, like a lot of those techniques, jujitsu, fucking just, you know, basic karate. Like, I want to master a lot of those techniques. That's some shit I'm into.
That's lit.
Roundhouse my way out the fucking bar, nigga.
Yeah, that'd be lit. Back your ass up.
China for a month, and then you can say you travel to China and train.
Let's go. Fuck with you.
On some other shit though, they probably fuck with you just
cause you black.
Yeah, they would. They definitely would.
They'd be proud to train you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, original.
The real rush hour.
I'm telling you, bruh. It's just on some other shit. Just on that note, just because you said just because they're black, it's this dude. I was watching. You ever heard of Hidden Colors?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching one of the Hidden Colors. It's about our history, pretty much. Like, if you get into it, it's like 4 of them. Check them out. Like,
it's on YouTube.
Pretty sure it is. Or if not, it's hella clips of the shit on YouTube, so you can find a lot of that shit. It's really you gonna like it. Like, it's some shit we ain't never heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you can tell this shit is real. You can look it up yourself too. Like, bro, this shit is real. And one of them dude was talking about how he went to Japan, and he was like, he went to one of the temples where some of the masters were, and he was like, he's like, you could tell these were like old Japanese, like these were the original Japanese people. He said, bro, they was darker than me. He said, bro, they look like Japanese people, but they were darker than me. He was like, bro, they were like, those were black people. And he's like, they had afros, but they looked like Japanese people. And he was like, he looked like he was looking at all the shit that they had on the walls. He was like, all the like monuments of, like, you know, we always, you know, monument and fucking portraits and shit. It was niggas, bro. Like samurai temple. He's like, bro,
because I've seen. We're gonna also have another channel where we talk about things like this, because I've definitely heard some of the same stuff, like information where that we're gonna follow the channel. Follow the channel. You feel me?
For more. We gonna get into all of that.